All right, let's get started. Hi, I'm Bill, and if this is the first time dropping into the channel, welcome. Today is the 5th of November 2023. Earlier today, I released a video that really just kind of gave you a tour of the external surfaces of the PrimaLuce Lab Eagle 5S. I purchased this device about 5-6 days ago. I'm still getting familiar with it, but I wanted to give you a view of what is available once you get onto the device as far as the dashboard and the ability to control ports and things like that. So right now I am using remote desktop connection to connect to this device. I'm actually connecting to this network here. The device has its own access point, which it broadcasts this network. I could also connect to this network as well. So before we go any further on the dashboard, let's just look at the system hardware specifications. It's running Microsoft Windows 11 Enterprise. It has an Intel 11th Gen processor, i3 processor. So that means it has 2 cores and 4 logical processors. And then when it comes to memory, random access memory, it has 8 GB. Other than that, not much to call out. As far as the storage drives, it has 256 gig drive. All right, so let's go back to this dashboard here. Key features. So here is the big representation here is the Eagle 5S. I also purchased the Eco device from PrimaLuce Lab, and it provides information as far as temperature, humidity, pressure, and dew point. And this is important in helping you manage your dew heaters if you run with dew heaters. These ports you can turn on and off. And what we have here is the power in port, and I'm powering right now. I'm powering it with a Jackery 12 volt DC in. These are the power out ports. So I have one port going to my camera. Ports number 4 and 3, they are 12 volt DC 8 amp capable. And ports 1 and 2 are 12 volt DC 3 amp capable. And if we look at, let's say, what the that turns it out. I have to, okay. If I right click, then it'll show me how much power is being put out that port. So let me turn it back on though. So there we go. So here we go. So you can label the ports so you know which ports are which, and then you can monitor power being consumed through that port. These are A, B, C, and D, or USB 2.0. I can turn them on and off so they're manageable, so you can reset the port. I'll turn the focuser back on. I was able to get my Giotto flat panel. I think PrimaLuce Labs calls it a smart flat panel generator, and I've got it attached now. I've got the right driver. Everything is looking good with that. Up here are where I can attach my dew heaters. So there's ports 5, 6, and 7, 5, 6, and 7. So you can associate a sensor, which would go into the eco, and then the power out to your dew strip, or in my case it's an Edge HD 8 dew heater ring that I have installed on it. And combination of this and this will ensure the right amount of power is provided to the dew ring. We have a motion detector here, and that's something new I've not seen before. I'm not quite sure how to leverage it. I don't know if it detects a motion. So let's say maybe it notices motion because of a wind gust or something. What happens is you actually get a spike that pops up and it moves along the display. What I don't know yet is if you can associate, if there is a log of recording the motion detected, that it's date and time stamp, that I could then match that up with sub-exposures to maybe put a little bit more focus on them as a possibility of wanting them, take them out of the stack. So I don't know enough about that yet. Of course, here is just the total power consumption in the aggregate. You have an inclinometer, say that fast. But basically that'll let you, give you some information on where your telescope is pointing as far as inclination. Over here we're not getting any input because I've got the GPS antenna inside the house, so it's not recording any satellites right now. So, but typically that would give us the latitude and longitude information, date and time. When I had it outside, it would provide that information. In the video, I mentioned that there is a sky quality meter capability. So what they call it the eye, and what it is, it's basically a lens of some type that attaches to the side of the Eagle 5. There's a position for it here, but you could also move it to the other side. So it really gives you the flexibility when it comes to mounting the Eagle 5. So you can mount it in a way that suits your needs as far as maybe cable management, but then whichever way you mount it, you'll have the capability of the sky quality meter. And with Nina, it will take the sky quality meter reading and put that in the file name. And I've already done that when I was out taking some test images and everything. So that's pretty cool. I think you could probably then filter your sub-exposures based upon the sky quality reading at any point in the night sky, I guess. What else do we have here? Oh, there is the advanced settings, and I'm still getting familiar with this, but basically this has a few things here, like you can change your altitude format between meters and feet, or Fahrenheit. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, Celsius or Fahrenheit for temperature format, meters or feet for altitude format. And I guess for the battery format, you could show amp hours consumed or watt hours consumed. And then the ability to upgrade your firmware if there's a firmware version available, and also to set the sensitivity on your motion detector there. And I guess there's some ability to control what power output your ports put out here. So again, I've got a lot to learn. The manual's a very good and comprehensive manual, and I just need to spend some time reading it. I could have the Eco Auto Connect on startup. Right now I don't have it do that. And then as far as power, you could shut everything down by just hitting confirm, and then it'll shut everything down. So this is basically the management dashboard for managing your Eagle 5, and a lot of information here. Over here are some USB 3 ports. As I indicated, these are the USB 2 ports. And then over in this area here, we have a combination of USB 3 ports. There's an Ethernet connection. There's a couple of HDMI ports and 2 Thunderbolt ports over in this area. If you saw the video that I released earlier today showing the external surfaces of the Eagle 5, you would understand what I'm talking about there. I don't know that there's a whole lot. Oh, let's just go into Nina. Again, being a Windows platform, you can run whatever software you would like to run. I prefer to run Nina, but you know, you can run SGP, you can APT, just so many tools out there. We're very fortunate to have so many solutions available to us, so we can pick and choose those solutions that best meet our needs. For me, that's Nina. Of course, I'm running PhD2, and while I love the ASI Air Plus, some of the feature set was a little bit more limited than what I need. Here you have the full application for PhD2 with all the various tools like guiding assistant, and which to me is very important. So that's kind of cool. Also EQ mod for management of my EQ6R Pro. I have to go through these settings and make sure that I have the right parameters in there, and that's part of what I'll do before I leave on my trip this Thursday to head south. And then of course Nina. And one of the interesting things is that that Nina sees the Eagle 5 as a switch. I just don't know yet how to leverage the fact that Nina sees it as a switch. It's something I will find out. I don't recall that Nina ever saw the Pegasus Astro Pocket Power Box Advance as a switch. Maybe it had that capability and I never loaded the right driver. I'm not really sure, but clearly it sees the Eagle 5, and for instance, here's a dew heater port 5, and I guess I can turn that on from here. So I'll learn how to leverage the value out of this capability here to see this in Nina. Here is the Giotto, the new LED flat panel that I purchased from PrimaLuce Lab, and I've already started to understand how it interacts with Flatmaster, and I don't know, do I have it, you know, when I deviate from what I'm going to do in the demo, but let's see here, let's go to the Lume filter, and well, I don't know, I'm gonna go with dynamic exposure. I don't care, 1 second is fine with me. Let's just see flat max 54. Let's see what happens. Okay, good thing I tried it. I got a general error. ASI error, general error from call. Okay, these are the reasons that we test. I'll have to come back because I tested this earlier and I did not have that issue. And let's just make sure I've got the camera and everything. All right, so I will sort that out. But the other thing is, here is where the Eco, the little device, environmental device, reports its information and provides the temperature and dew point and humidity and barometric pressure. So that's kind of cool there. And then there's one more piece of software that comes, so Nina I had to add in myself. So again, whatever imaging software you want to use for managing a night of imaging, you have plenty of latitude as long as it works on a Windows platform. There is PrimaLuce Lab has their piece of software, and I don't know that I can connect to it because I got it connected in Nina. So let me disconnect it in Nina, the flat panel. I'm going to disconnect. Okay, I think it's disconnected. And now let's see what we can do here. Scan the ports. I need COM11. Going to connect. And there we go. It shows it's connected. So this is the Prima, or I keep saying Prima, but it's probably PrimaLuce Lab Play software. And I think that you can even do imaging with it. I don't know enough yet, so we're going to save that. And now if we dark mode before sequence starts, repeat last frame if value decreases. Yeah, so here's a whole nother layer that I will probably spend some time to become familiar with and understand what it can do for me. But I would just wanted to show that it comes as part of the package when you purchase the Eagle 5S. And always something more to learn. All right, so I think that's about it. Really just wanted to give you a basic overview. I've got a lot to learn on how to get maximum value out of this dashboard, on how to effectively remotely manage this device, which then manages my other devices like my Edge HD8 and guide camera and main camera, focuser, and everything else. So pretty cool stuff, a lot of information, great manual. It's a pricey product, but especially compared to what you look at the cost for an Intel, what people call Nuke or mini computer, and then maybe a Pegasus Astro Pocket Power Box Advanced, that's about $341. You can get a Nuke for about, I don't know, a couple $100, $250, $300 maybe at the max. So there maybe got $650. This was $1,500, and then an additional $200 for the Eco. So definitely pricey. But again, if you've seen some of my earlier videos, I'm trying to plan for a worst case scenario where something happens where my ability to travel to dark sites is limited. Maybe it's something with me, maybe it's something with my wife, but I still enjoy the hobby. So I'm building out the Edge HD8 with remote management in mind. So if the worst scenario happened and I elected to put this in a remote site like Sierra Remote Observatories, or maybe down at GMARS in one of their observatories down there, if one were to become available, then I would have built out all the equipment I need to remotely manage the device. I hope that doesn't happen, but that was part of the thought in the back of my mind on how to prepare for the future. And then short of that, I would like to have a totally automated system. So even though I may drive down to Landers, California, where Goat Mountain Astronomical Research Station is located, and I set everything up, I'd like to kick off a button. I'd like to have 2 targets identified for the night, And then I'd like to go in my van after doing a little bit of socializing with other people and get a good night's sleep and have everything managed, including taking the flats in the morning for me. That would be kind of a nice idea. Whether or not I'll ever get there, I don't know. So anyway, hope you kind of like this limited overview of the Eagle Manager X and what you'll find on the Eagle 5S. Other than that, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them. I always appreciate and do my best to respond to them. Other than that, wherever you may be in the world, I hope you have some favorable weather that meets your needs when it comes to your imaging. And I'll just see you next time. Oh, and if you happen to be down at Borrego Springs for Nightfall 2023, hopefully you'll find me and say hello. Till next time.